Survivor has been on TV for well over 22 years now, and with so many seasons and episodes, there have been times that the show leaves us with our eyes wide, mouths open, wondering, what the heck is going on? These moments can be exhilarating, and some can be so hard to watch. That's what today's video is all about. 5 times Survivor made our jaws drop, Volume 4. Number 1. This is an oft requested massive moment in Survivor history, and it's finally time to talk about it. Season 31, Cambodia, aka Second Chances, has Survivor bringing back players that we voted into the game that we felt needed a shot at redemption, and our main character for this moment is Kelly Wentworth, someone who was voted out in the pre-merge of Season 29, San Juan del Sur, and really didn't do anything of note at all. On the other hand, we take a look at Andrew Savage, who played way back on Season 7 Pearl Islands, where sure, he made the merge, but an out of left field twist allowed players to come back in the game who had been voted out, which caused his downfall, and he did not make the jury. But we are going to keep him on the back burner for now. Kelly is determined to make waves, and right away in episode 1, she's seeking out the immunity idol, and
oh, shut up. That is amazing. I think I just found the hidden immunity idol. Congratulations, you found a clue to the hidden immunity idol. Okay, I jumped the gun a little. Near the end of your next immunity challenge, you'll place your raft on a stand made of 4 small tripods. Tucked up under the front right tripod is the hidden immunity idol. The only question is, are you bold enough to grab it in the middle of the challenge and right in front of your unsuspecting tribe mates? If so, then immunity is yours. For it to be at a challenge is crazy because everyone can see you if you're not sneaky enough. Sneaky!
wow, for the first time in 31 seasons, the idol is hidden at a challenge. But can Kelly pull it off without anyone seeing, or will this be too big of a task?
Got it, Kel. I look back and I'm like, crap, I missed an opportunity to get an idol. As much as I want the idol, I don't want someone to see me get the idol because then they might target me.
To retrieve the key.
One more, way ahead, girl. Keep going, you're way ahead.
A lot easier said than done. It is a long throw to that key. Wigglesworth going for it now. Can she get there?
Sneaky!
Nice. Finding an idol is a big step for her, so we move along to 6 episodes later, and everyone has now merged. Kelly is excited to actually have made a merge, and Andrew Savage is even happier that he now made the jury, a first for both of them. Right now, Kelly is aligned with Cass, Abby Maria, and Sierra, who voted out her own mother, a topic we talked about in depth in volume 3 of this series of videos. They go to tribal council thinking everyone is splitting the votes in a direction that they want, but as it turns out, no, everyone's splitting the votes between Cass and Sierra, the one who voted out her own birth mother. Kelly has to pick a side, so she helps vote out Cass, unfortunately. But let's get back to Andrew Savage. He feels great, at the top of his game even. He is in the majority, no one is targeting him, and he could very easily reach the end of the game. Before the next tribal council, the plans are to vote out Stephen Fishback, and Kelly hears of this and says, yeah, that's amazing. I definitely want to do that. And Savage wants this to happen as well. However, Jeremy says, change of plans, we are getting out Wentworth instead. And when Joe talks to Sierra, who voted out her own guardian angel mother, Wentworth overhears this and senses a red flag. So at tribal council, everyone goes to vote, and
if anybody has a hidden immunity idol and you want to play it, now would be the time to do so.
You know what, Jeff? I may be on the bottom, but I'm not ready to go home yet.
Oh my God. Oh. This is a hidden immunity idol. Any votes cast for Wentworth will not count. 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 Wentworth will not count.
Funny.
Wentworth will not count. Wentworth will not count. Wentworth will not count. Wentworth will not count. Savage.
All right, baby.
8th person voted out, the 2nd member of our jury. Savage.
Unbelievable.
Savage, charge spoken.
You made it to the jury. Oh, right back at you.
Sneaky!
wow. Kelly definitely made a splash this season, and that's not all for her story. Her game this season is incredible. But thank you for watching this channel and supporting it by liking and subscribing. If you want to help pick what videos I make and watch them all weeks and even months early, then consider financially supporting Once Upon an Island on Patreon. It only costs a few bucks a month and you can cancel at any time. Thank you for your support. Number 2. We now move on to season 2, the Australian Outback, and the Kucha tribe is the first to go to tribal council, where Roger says he feels good about their leader, that leader being Michael Scoopin, who has taken charge without anyone asking him to. With this newfound confidence in mind, Scoopin's first act as unofficial leader is to make food for himself early in the morning and disguise it as being for the tribe. No one likes this, and Scoopin is confused why he isn't being appreciated for all of his hard work. Anyways, he says, I am sure I'm gonna make the merge, but I want to redeem myself in my tribe's eyes. So he goes out and catches a bunch of fish. Now this everyone likes, but Mike takes it a step too far when prayer time becomes praise Mike time.
Dear God, you know I said a lot of prayers today and you answered them with fish for us, and I'm so happy to be able to provide fish for the troops. I know that this could easily get turned around in some way to make me be the leader of the tribe, but this meal is from the bottom of my heart. It makes me so happy to be able to provide for everybody here. So,
amen. Mike thanked God for making him the leader of the tribe. I don't know when he was anointed, but apparently my back was turned at that moment.
Never in my life have I heard a less obvious prayer that really isn't a prayer at all. Even God has to be rolling his eyes. A couple of episodes later, it is peaceful and quiet out, and a couple of people notice that, whoa, there is a wild pig running through the camp, and the bloodlust hits Mike like no other.
There's a pig in the water.
What?
There's a pig in the water.
A pig? Oh God, Mike's gone with the knife.
It was gross though, dude. He had to.
if I go out, I'm going out full. And I'm so happy about that.
I'm now a little scared for Mike. This dude is a nut job. If he didn't provide food, then seemingly no one would like him. An easy merge boot if I've ever seen one. Anyways, we move on to 2 more episodes later, and once again, everything is peaceful and quiet, just like last time, until all of a sudden...
He's burnt. He's burnt pretty bad, Terry.
Here's the water.
I was blowing on the fire and the smoke went right in my face, and I inhaled it. And I passed out. Ouch! It keeps intense.
I know, Mike.
Don't get out in the deep, Mike.
I'm on my man. I messed up bad, buddy.
Okay. Mike, here's what we're going to do. Some cold crispy ground tonight.
Yeah. Doing switch straps on us, boy. I love you guys.
Wow, this was the turning point for so many fans of the show who thought there was no real danger to Survivor. There is, and this scene from early on in the show's history proves it and sets the stage for more dangerous scenes that we will definitely see over the years. On another note though, the rest of the season everyone just loves and praises Mike and say they miss him and they pray for him and they love him and everything they do is for Mike. So I guess his prayer worked. Number 3. Let's move along 17 seasons later to Samoa, where a new twist has entered the game. Each tribe is forced to elect a leader, and with that, the Purple Galoo tribe chooses...
Yeah, better looking Lennox Lewis.
That's 5 for Russell. That'll do it. All right, Russell is the leader of Galoo.
I'm scared. This leadership thing can go south real quick. The highest nail definitely gets pounded down in this game. And right now, I'm like sky high.
Now, Russell Swan is not Russell Hantz. We have talked about him in a previous video, but keep that in mind. When I say Russell, I'm talking about Russell Swan. He is feeling the pressure right out the gate, unlike Mick on the Fo tribe, who basically never does anything of value as the leader for them. At Galoo's camp, Russell says he feels the weight of the leadership position on his shoulders, so he has to work harder than anyone else, which others are appreciative of. This goes on for the next few episodes as Galoo straight up dominates Foa over and over and over again until episode 6, when it has now been raining for 5 days straight and no one has the will to do any work except Russell, who is fishing and working on maintaining the fire. Dude is a beast. CGI Brett is impressed with this, but says maybe Russell should slow down a little bit. But then a rainbow comes out and Russell feels positive about his tribe and the future. They then go to the reward challenge where Galoo has such a massive lead on Foa that they get to sit out 4 players. Despite this, Russell still participates, feeling the weight of being the leader on his shoulders, and during the challenge, he struggles and is clearly exhausted, which then leads to...
Stop moving! Stop moving! Whoa! Russell, you with me?
Russell, sit down. Lie down. Come on, Russ. Russell. Russ, talk to me. Russell, can you hear me?
I'm good, let's go.
Scoopin burned himself, but I don't think he was on the verge of dying. Russell here, he's on the verge of death. And this is by far one of the scariest scenes of all time in Survivor. The 2 tribes are then sent back to their camps where Galoo, who has liked Russell all season unlike Scoopin with Kucha, hopes he can make it back in the game. But then we cut back to medical again, and...
Let's see what change we got. Russ, are you okay? Russ, talk to me. Russell, wake up, mate. His heart rate was 97 when we sat him up, and now it's 68.
Come on.
Russell, we've hung in there as long as we can. You are not doing well. I just watched your heart rate plummet.
Being taken out of the game for medical reasons is the worst thing I've ever felt in my life. And to have my body fail me is utterly demoralizing. Even though it pains me to not be in it, to do it and fail is better than to never try.
Russell has no quit in him, but unfortunately, just like Scoopin, he is pulled from the game in episode 6. As a quick aside, Jonathan Penner is also pulled from the game in episode 6 of Micronesia for a really bad leg infection, and all 3 of them are the tribe leaders in season 25. What are the odds? Number 4. We clench our butts as we move to season 36 and hope that I don't have another near-death scene for you in this video. Well, I will promise not to have one of those for this video. For now, as Wendell and Dom have reached the finale of season 36 Ghost Island, and this season has been the Wendell and Dom show through and through. Wendell has played a laid-back game, whereas Dominic has been cutthroat with a bit more screen time due to his pure confessional energy. They do have a third wheel in their alliance, Laurel, who Jeff starts the finale by asking if she will finally cut ties with Wendell and Dom. Since the last 5 or 6 episodes, she has said, oh, it's time to take the gloves off and vote them out. But she doesn't even try to do this. Let's get real, she lacks the strategic backbone to do anything. Now is the time that Wendell and Dom decide, let's get each other out. But this plan quickly goes off the rails when Wendell wins back-to-back immunities to reach the final 4. Dom plays an idol to reach the final 4. Wendell gives Laurel his immunity idol for her to reach the final 4. And Dom then wins final immunity, so he's guaranteed a final 3 spot. So many immunities for these 3 that everyone else are just lambs led to the slaughter. Dom and Wendell are clearly powerhouse players, so with Dom snagging a guaranteed spot at Final Tribal, he gets to pick who to bring with him to the end and who gets to face off in a fire-making duel for their life in the game. Weirdly enough, he decides,
and I'm making this decision because I have faith that my girl Ange is going to give my friend Wendell here a run for his money tonight. So I'm going to take Laurel with me to Final 3.
38 days. Fire is a way of life out here. Wendell quickly starts shaving magnesium. Quickly, Wendell has a flame. Very quickly, Wendell has a decent fire, looking over at Dom as if to say, I'll be seeing you momentarily. Angela, not giving up though, continues to fight. And there it is. Wendell makes fire. Wendell will join Laurel and Dominic at the Final 3 tomorrow night at Final Tribal Council.
Oh, wow. You think Dom would have faced off against Wendell, guaranteeing an easy sole survivor victory for whoever wins the fire-making challenge, or at least pit Laurel against him, but no. Who will possibly win between these 2 for the $1 million prize? Let me give you a hint. It's not Laurel. So the jury goes to vote and...
All right, I'm gonna read the votes. What? First vote, Dominic. Wendell. Dominic. Wendell. 2 votes Dominic, 2 votes Wendell. Dominic. Wendell. Dominic. Tied again. 4 votes Dominic, 4 votes Wendell. That's 5 votes Dominic. Wendell. For the first time in 36 seasons of Survivor, we have a tie.
Wait, what? There's a tie? Now, Jeff has stated prior to this season filming that in the case of a jury tie, which has never happened before, that the third place player becomes the final juror and they get to vote for the winner and solely decide who gets the $1 million. So yeah, Laurel, who has been almost inconsequential strategically all season, gets to pick who wins. And
Wendell.
Number 5. After so many idols and twists, it is nice to go back to season 13 Cook Islands, where the only idol available is the super idol that works after the votes are read, meaning the player who finds it is guaranteed safety at one tribal council no matter what. So, who finds this amazing idol this season?
Holy cow. Woo! Hey, this might be it. Oh, mama. Oh. Wow, it's a compass. You have just discovered something of great value. This immunity idol will keep you safe from being voted off the tribal council once only. The last time you can use any hidden immunity idol is when there are 4 survivors remaining in the game.
That was only in episode 2. Dude is smart. So we move on 4 episodes later and people are starting to suspect something is up. Penner and Candace have both spent a lot of time in Exile Island and they think that one of them has to have the idol by now. People literally will say, Yul can't have it. He was only there for a day. Don't be ridiculous. Now Cowboy, a notoriously goofy yet wise old man, says, I had a dream on how we can get rid of the idol and the person holding it at the same vote.
I had this dream. These people are coming into this village and they were kidnapping people and they have this robe and they just wrap around them and they fly real quick and become invisible to others. And so I couldn't defeat them. I had this dream. I was dealing with all these supernatural people and with supernatural power. And there's a shaman lady, like this old lady, and she had all kinds of credit card applications. And she asked me if I have an American Express card or Visa, all the stuff. I'm looking at it. And I said, what do I need it for? She said, well, you need 3 of that and 3 of that. And I thought, 3 and 3. That's how you can defeat the immunity idol. You can flush it out. And I woke up and I go, whoa, plan voodoo.
I think the plan's ingenious. I know that neither Jonathan or Candace have the hidden immunity idol because I have it.
Believe it or not, this is the origin of the split vote, which will go on to be used every single season for the rest of Survivor history. And despite the insane story attached, it is brilliant. I mean, I am now filling out credit card applications as we speak, but still brilliant. Except the problem is Cowboy told it to Yul, and Yul realizes that if they do Cowboy split vote plan, neither Penner or Candace are going to play the idol. So everyone's gonna put 2 and 2 together and realize, oh, Yul has the idol, and Yul doesn't want anyone knowing he has it. So at Tribal Council, he takes care of business.
Cowboy, tribe has spoken.
All the way, sir.
Time for you to go.
All the way.
So what jaw-dropping moments in Survivor history should make it into the next volume of this series? Comment below, let me know. Thanks for watching, and doubly thanks for liking and subscribing. See you all next time.